Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are still trying to hold the Mongol Empire together. That'll be a kind of forever thing. We can grab ourselves a perk here, and let's go ahead and take, I guess, Apostate? I mean, I want to move down to Scholar, but for now, I guess Apostate will do. And we can call a hunt, but I don't believe that we should just yet. Reason being, we have 2 direct vassals above our vassal limit, so we can grant 2 of those off. That will generate us 80 stress. Actually, 38 each? 38 each. I was expecting 40 each, but I guess I rounded in my mind. So that is actually 76 stress, and we're going to call a hunt and lose 50 of it by doing it in that order. Fantastic. Now, I do want to clean up some of this border gore up here. There's a decent amount of it, and we're definitely going to need to do that. This guy, he's going to be the first. We're just going to do a county conquer. Raise up our troops right here. Honestly, just men-at-arms would do the trick, but I'm going to raise up levy troops as well. Just enough to keep us safe. We're going to need, I don't know, maybe like 5,000 here. Should be more than enough. Actually, he's hired some mercs. I'm going to take this to 10,000. 75% chance of a hunting trophy? We'll do it. We did indeed slay the beast, and that is fantastic. So I'm actually 15k. Good. We'll go on in. We do have a commander here. Can we get a better one? Yes. Yes, we can. And then these guys will follow in as soon as they're ready, but that'll be a while. We do need a new spy master, and this guy will do the trick. We're above our vassal limit again. This keeps changing. That's okay, though. We're going to grant off this guy. That will gain us an additional 38 stress. We need to keep an eye on that. And we're now a novice hunter. We return home reinvigorated. Excellent. Our men-at-arms will arrive here shortly. And we'll see when they show up. There they are. Good enough. We did just lose our marshal, and this guy would be terrible at the job. We're going to put this guy in. Excellent. This siege will not take very long, only 3 months. We're definitely running into an issue with our siege men-at-arms not being very good. That's definitely a thing that's happening. Yes. He will attend. Yes, he will attend. We're going to grant this vassal out, as well as this vassal out. And hopefully he'll keep spamming us with those requests. Yeah. That's what we're hoping for. One more. Fantastic. Now we're going to grant 2 more out. There we go. And he's still spamming those requests. Glorious. They're going to attack us here. That's foolish. Not going to stop them, but it's foolish. We might stack wipe them. We did stack wipe them. Hilarious. Okay. Well, that's wonderful. We can only grant out 3 more vassals to rightful liege, and that's a good thing. We have managed to grant most of those out, despite our greediness. And we'll just wrap up this siege. There we go. And enforce those demands. Wonderful. Now we'll need to grant this title, of course. We'll disband these troops. And we will grant this title out to, say, this guy. He'll do just fine. And now, I believe that we have some truces. Ah, you are a different ruler. Nice. No truce here. We do have a truce here. What about Ryazan? We don't have a truce there. We can pull off a triple war. That would be fine. So, first things first. We're going to declare on Ryazan. County conquer. Second, Volga Bulgaria here. Now, a Mongol invasion of kingdom. Ooh. I didn't realize they had that. That's real awkward. We're going to go for this. Just clean this up. Then, we're going to declare on this gentleman. Mongol invasion of kingdom. I hate it. I hate it so much. Why can't they all just be part of one kingdom? Sad. We're going to go for Volga Bulgaria here, just because it's not the most efficient, but it'll be okay. We can't declare on this guy because we're truced. Well, we could, but it's not a good idea. We're going to raise up here. Time to raise 3 months. We're just going to raise until our men-at-arms show. And let's see how long that is. He's heading out over this way. That's fine. Come on, men-at-arms. Any moment now. Men-at-arms. Ooh, men-at-arms. I did queue up correctly, didn't I? Yep, there they are. Okay, so this is more troops than we need. That's okay, we'll lose them to attrition. Not exactly the inspiring words of a top tier commander, I suppose, but it'll have to do. So we're going to siege this capital, and is he leading his forces? I believe he is. Yeah, he's leading his forces. We're going to take his capital. 3 months on that, and he does have this territory over here, which is the ticking war score. After we take the capital, we're going to head here. We're going to skip this tribe, I think. I don't think it's a particularly important tribe. And then we're going to attack Volga Bulgaria, of course. I keep saying Bulgaria. I have no idea why. That's a ridiculous thing to say. Volga Bulgaria. That's not how it works. Not how it works at all. Well, we're going to wrap up this siege here in 20 days. Probably even less now that we got that breach. Okay, not that much less. 10 more days. And we're going to go hit Glazov. We captured his son there. Actually very helpful. And we're going to grab Learn on the Job. That allows us to get another domain holding. Not bad, not bad. So these guys are kind of running around over here. Sure, they can do that if they like, I suppose. Unfortunate that this is only 2 counties, but it'll have to do. So we are attacking Glazov. And that siege will be done soon enough. We do need a new Chancellor. And skill 17. He does have maxed opinion of us. So I'm probably going to go for this skill 20. Excellent. 5 months on that siege. You can definitely see that we're struggling on our siege weapon front. Even just being able to increase the size of our onagers would be huge, but that is not, unfortunately, something that we can do in tribal era. Oh, minus 70 stress. Well, you know what that means. We're going to grant some vassals out to rightful liege. That one would get us a critical stress, so we're not going to do that just now. However, we can write our thoughts down. And that allows us to hand out another vassal to the rightful liege. Technically, we don't need to be doing that right now. But I just want to keep our stress around here. So that'll be fine. Okay. So, here's the thing. We're going to lose 114 stress from this. I'm going to grant this one out. That'll bump us up. And then we lose 114 stress and grant that vassal out. And now that's all of them. Okay. Well, that's a thing. Well, that's a thing, too. As I attend some local celebrations, I spend the evening drunk on merriment and wine. As I wake in the morning, it is to find myself in a damp cellar with a huge hangover and a newly built wall covering the exit. The days pass in a blur after that, and I soon find it impossible to stand, and then to sit, and then to think. We were murdered by an unknown assailant. the question becomes... I believe we had no succession issues in that last life. We've got these territories here. We've got Ongi. Yeah, that looks correct. So let's see what we've got here. We are already in stewardship under architect. Let's go ahead and go for... Honestly, none of these are amazing. We'll go for wealth focus for now, but it's not great. We're not greedy, so that's convenient. We'll put this guy in as our chancellor, as he is a powerful vassal. We'll put powerful vassals on our council in hopes of ingratiating them to us. At least somewhat. Okay. Definitely did not expect to die there, but that is fine, I suppose. We can call a hunt, and that is something that we should do. We need to work up our prestige. So we'll sound the horn. And we will bring it down. 150 prestige there. This war is now over. We'll go ahead and enforce that. Okay. So, did we... Yeah, we are actively holding these titles. That is fine for now. We're not over our domain limit, so we'll accept that. Next up, we need to come attack Bulgar over here, which is here. Okay. So, of course, this is going to be a problem. What can we do about this? Very little. With her, anyway. Specifically. This guy... Very little as well. This is inauspicious. Well, here's somebody we can pull out of that faction. He has 9%. Okay. So she's on the council. They're upset about absolute tribal authority. Just want to double check here. Yeah, there's nothing useful here. Wait. She's unmarried. Her spouse is dead. Nieces, nephews. Bam. Definitely no problem here. She'll probably be dead by the time he comes of age. So we'll go ahead and do that. That will dispel that faction, or rather disband the faction. And let's see who becomes the powerful faction next. I feel like that should have gone away. But I mean, they're going to recreate it. We return home reinvigorated. That does bump us up on the prestige level. We could adopt feudal ways. We're not going to do that just yet. Okay, we're going to move to here. We gained a level of fame. We're going to host a feast, because that will be necessary. Welcome, friends! And let's take a look at these wars. 5,000, 2,000, okay. So, we no longer want to take attrition here. Well, we never really wanted to take attrition, but attrition is no longer at all beneficial to us. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove a large number of levy troops here. Down to around 8,000 should be good. We're going to disband these lads. They are homeward bound. Next, we're going to split this force. This is the force with the onagers. They will go down over here. We're going to split them again, though. The force without the onagers are going to sit in Kazan. The force with the onagers are going to move to here. These guys are going to split and move here and here. Okay. We could become a murderer. We'd kill Khan Mori. Interesting. prowess challenge against him. Is he in one of these factions? Oh, the faction is not showing up here anymore. Actually, he is the faction leader of the Independence faction. Apparently, this is not going to be considered self-defense. I don't know about this murderer trait. Do we care about her? She is our sister. Defending our sister is an illegal killing, apparently. Huh. Gaining the trait Murderer is not helpful right now. We could try to deflect the knife. Only a 13% of failure. Let's do it. We almost managed. She gained the trait Wounded. She'll probably recover. In fact, looks like she already did. I don't see any injuries here. Okay, so I guess that is fine. And we can actually imprison this guy. We have a reason because he's a known criminal. We don't have good odds on it, though. So we're not going to go for that just yet. Okay, so we're spreading out over here for these guys to... -6 stress. Okay, sure. We're spreading out for these guys to resupply a bit while we head down to siege. It'll take some time. That's okay. Until next time. So that gains us some prestige there. And this faction is not, in fact, the dangerous faction. Populists. Interesting. We can now send him gifts. .4% here. He has 11%. Alternatively, would not accept. Our faith differs. Yeah, that would be a thing. For all of these. Yeah, that's not going to be a good option. Okay. We could just fight them. I mean, they're going to have a good chunk of their forces be peasants. Alternatively, we could just send him a gift. Very low chance of actually accepting the conversion demand. But let's see what happens. So we're just going to send gifts and demand conversion of each of these. They may or may not go. Okay. And demand conversion. There we go. And one more. We will send gift and demand conversion. Okay, so this guy would do it for cash. I accept. She refuses. Refuses. Nope. That's fine. We only needed the one. A wheat cook? No. Okay. So these guys should be... Yeah, these guys are definitely resupplying. We can adopt feudal ways. I think it's a bad idea right now. So the next question is, who's angry now? This guy still. Fair enough. That number is quite low. Can usurp a kingdom. How are we doing on our resupply? We are doing okay. We're going to go in over here and start slow sieging. These guys are going to finish their siege. Should be done quite soon. In 18 days, yeah. That'll be fine. 5 months on this independence faction. This guy's 12%. We need to drop this by quite a lot, though. The threshold is 65%. So that's the thing. Old Tangri populists as well. 6% chance of acceptance. I'm going to send a gift to this guy. 35%. Okay. Send gift and demand conversion. Might accept. Probably not. Send gift and demand conversion. And send gift. And demand conversion. And one more. Once again, they're probably not going to accept. We'll see. Okay. Those two would not accept. Weak hook, no thanks. And did not accept and did not accept. Okay. So these guys aren't super threatening to us. And in fact, we could do something like... would not accept this, but only just. Because of the fertility. Yep, fair enough. This he should accept. Yes. So that'll deal with the old Tangri populists. At least for now. Well, actually, that didn't disband it, did it? Well, it might yet. Yeah, there we go. Now it disbands. Now the question becomes, what can we do about this independence faction? And that's an interesting question. Ah. We can do this. Perfect. So that'll pull him out of that faction. We do still need more out of this faction, though. Threshold is currently 70%. Okay. All adult children here. Not super useful. This is useful, though. Would not accept. Faith. Right. We're going to send him a gift, but we can't demand conversion. We already tried that. Well, this isn't great. We wouldn't get a alliance from a concubine like with our sister, right? No, I don't think so. I don't think that's happening. Just checking. Here's an option. Okay. That'll pull him out of that faction. There we go. So they're down to 90%, and we need to drop this by another 20. If we get this guy out of the faction, that would disband it. What's he upset about? He wants the county of Astore. I don't believe that's ours to give. Maybe he wants the vassal? He would want the vassal, I guess. Sure. So now he's at +7. 46% chance of imprisonment. What else can we do? We can gain another 21 opinion. 57% chance of imprisonment. What else is he upset about? Short reign, blah, blah, blah. Indeed. Okay. 4 months on the ultimatum. We do want to come fight these guys as soon as we can. We're waiting on... Actually, we can send these over. And that's what we'll do. That'll be just fine. No problem whatsoever there. I am definitely concerned about this independence faction. It's up to 117. We need to get this guy out of it somehow. We do know him to be a attempted murderer. 55% chance of success there. Yeah. This is just not useful. Not useful at all. Siblings? Nope. Hang on a moment. He's Hindu. Is Hindu monogamous? Okay. Nope. That's not an option either. We may have to roll the dice here. Let's offer him a ward of our nephew. And that should boost up his opinion. I think a nephew will do that. I hope. And we'll let this tick forward a little bit here. We imprison Concosa. Is Concosa anybody that we care about? This guy. Yes. Imprison him. Do it. Get him out of there. Okay. That's big. That's very big. But it's not enough. He's immediately replaced by a bunch more. This guy is actually the faction leader now. And this guy we can do something about. We have a sister here. Do it. Alliance formed with him. Does that disband that faction? It does. That resets the timing. Okay, that's huge. Very cheesy, but huge. So we're going to fight these guys down here. And I probably shouldn't have grouped these together, actually. We're going to do something kind of like this, but put some levies back. And then these guys are going to come down over here. Okay. We won that battle. That was expected. It is, however, about time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. And I will see you all next time.